Hey, yo, listen, I don't know who need to hear this. Actually, it's you that need to hear this. Some of y'all out here been chasing purpose like it's playing hide and seek with you. But what if I told you purpose ain't the one that's hiding? You are. Have you ever felt like you're constantly chasing purpose? Like no matter what you do, you still feel like you just haven't found it, right? Some of us are working really hard. We trying new things. We chasing success, but we still feel stuck, lost, and unfulfilled. That's because purpose isn't something that you chase. It's something that you walk into. I know, because I done been there. Story time. Some of y'all don't know this about me, but I really wanted to be a big time movie producer, right? I actually got my start in television as a master control operator for a sports network, right? And I was so good at my job, like I could truly do it in my sleep. And it was, I even got the opportunity to cut Kobe Bryant's last professional basketball game against the Utah Jazz. Like, when I tell you, I felt like I was in my bag. I was in my bag until I went and asked my manager for a promotion. And you know what he told me? You are so good at your job, we just don't have anybody to replace you. Listen, if you know me, I do not believe in being stagnant. I do not believe in standing still for too long. I have got to thrive, right? And so when he said that, it really like set me back because it hit me hard. Like, yo, I want more. I want to do more. And so that's when I started experiencing burnout, and I'm tired and I'm drained. Like that joint really just started getting to me mentally, right? So then out of nowhere, I get the opportunity to interview for a high school teacher teaching video production. Now, first of all, I wasn't going to take the interview because I had to actually ask myself, do I even like kids for real? Like, I ain't really just been around nobody kids for a long period of time, right? So you, like me, being a teacher, having teacher parent conferences, making lesson plans, yeah, nah, that ain't for me, right? Or at least that's what I thought. See, but this is, you know, that saying of like, you have to surrender your plans to God. That's what I had to go through. Like, I went from wanting to be like this big time movie producer, and not saying I'm never going to dab into that, but God literally had other plans for me. So I ended up becoming the teacher. I literally got the job out the gate. Like, they told me it was going to be 3 interviews. Only had 1. You see what I'm saying? And so I had told God, like, bro, listen, I'm scared. I ain't never did nothing like this before. I remember what I was like in high school. You feel me? Like, I wasn't, if I could be anywhere else outside of class, please take me there immediately, right? And so literally, man, it was really such a dope experience for me because I went from like being scared to like just allowing God to lead me through that entire process. And do you know, that program went from being in shambles to having a waiting list. Like, I'm talking about students that wasn't even enrolled in my class was lining up to be in my class. They was trying to skip their class to be in my class just so they can learn, get all the gems that I was dropping. Like, even outside of video production, I had always told my students, like, listen, the gems that I'm going to give you, these are going to be things that you can take through with you the rest of your life. Like, you take it with you on your journey. It don't matter if you pick up a camera. If you don't pick up a camera, whatever it is that you decide to do in life, you can use these gems anywhere, right? And yeah, like, when it was time for me to let go of teaching, it was really like, it was one of them things I had to talk to God, like, okay, Lord, are we done here? And it was like, yeah, on to the next thing. And I was like, okay, bet. And that's when I like started really like walking in purpose. But it wasn't easy. And I'm not saying it's easy today, but it's gotten easier. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I still have my moments of uncertainty. Like, Lord, are you sure? You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, listen, if you keep going. I forgot to tell y'all an important part of this story. I was resisting at first, right? Because like I told you, I wanted to work in television. Now, I had hit my cousin, shout out to Larry, right? I told bro, like, listen, I'm ready to run my bag up. I'm trying to make some bread. And so he had got me a job at Waffle House as a manager in training, right? Y'all, do y'all know I was at Waffle House for 3 days, 3 whole days. And what was the confirmation for me? Like, I was already feeling like, yo, this ain't for me. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be able to make 6 figures, but there's not gonna be any work-life balance. This definitely does not align with my goals. And no disrespect to nobody that's at Waffle House. I like Waffle House, but you gotta know when stuff not for you. You know what I'm saying? And so it literally took one of the district managers. I'll never forget this lady, Pam. I don't know your last name, but thank you. You hear me? So Pam pulled me to the side and was just like, listen, I want to tell you something, but I don't want you to get offended. And so I leaned in like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? And she was just like, this job not for you. I looked at her and I was just like, thank you for saying that. Because this is what I was already thinking. This is what I was already feeling. But it was just like, the fact that I haven't even said this out loud to anybody, and this lady is actually able to see, hey, this opportunity ain't for you. Yo, I didn't even finish my work day. I left in the middle of the day. Like, as soon as she said that, I think I was getting ready to like go on break or whatever, man, which was probably like 10 or 15 minutes later, I was out of there. Like, I didn't look back. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, I went from trying to like do it on my own to like, okay, Lord, what do you want me to do? Like, so it actually required me to stay at the television station a few more months before I got the teaching gig. And it was the teaching gig that really like changed my perspective and even my ideas like, yo, I need to trust God. Like, I need to, because I went from like, I don't know about this to when I tell you, it was some students' lives that got changed. I'm talking about from the seniors, like my first year of teaching, all the way. I taught for 3 years. And I'm talking about every year that program had grew. Like, I don't even want to spend too much time on this. This got to be a separate video. But it started really expanding like how I viewed myself, because I got an opportunity to teach students from different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, because my class was essentially like a dumping pool, because it was the class that like nobody wanted to be in. Like, if you needed another elective, cool, let's dump them in film, right? And so it was like, it was a lot of people in that class that didn't want to be in that class. So they thinking it's really just a free period, right? Nah, not with me. You know what I'm saying? And so literally, man, like, I got to teach students that was deaf. I got to teach students that like had never even thought about wrapping cables or operating a camera or directing people, or, you know what I'm saying, speaking in front of a camera. Like, it was a full-blown journey, not just for me, but for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we slick was like learning together. Like, I was learning how to step into that role of, you know what I'm saying, being an educator, and they was just learning like how to do production, you know what I'm saying, how to do life outside of school. Like, I even taught one of my students how to drive. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm telling you, I had teachers who had been teaching for like 20 plus years. They was hating on your girl, man. You see, hey, listen, it was some teachers that really felt some type of way. And you already know how when people feel some type of way, it's like you feel the energy in the room, right? But literally, man, I really didn't allow that to like stop me, because I knew I was there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I understood that God really opened that door for me, where it's like I said, I was supposed to have 3 interviews, I only had 1. I came in, they allowed me to have full control. When I tell you, I revamped the whole program. I got all of us like brand new Mac computers, brand new film equipment. Like, I'm going to drop the video in here so y'all can see it, so y'all know this ain't no fluff. You feel me? Like, this is real deal. Like, transformation. Check this out. So this is my production studio. This is what I'm walking into at Berkmore High School. Pretty decent size for a studio, but we definitely about to transform this. We're getting brand new equipment. There's gonna be a lot of organization. Lots of organization. Got mattresses and all kind of stuff in here. This room is completely getting changed out. Get ready for the transformation. Man, that video is dope, right? Y'all, I'm telling y'all, like, teaching so far has been one of my most fulfilling roles, like, that I've had, like, on the journey thus far. And it wasn't because I was chasing. You hear me? Like, I was allowing God to lead, and I had to trust him, and I followed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stepped up to the plate. You hear me? But like I said, hey, gem drop right here. I didn't want to do it at first. You hear me? I did not want to do it at first, but I literally had to like step back, take myself out of it, and see what God wanted me to do. You know what I'm saying? I remember the first time I started reading the Bible, I had got introduced to like Moses' story, right? And if you haven't read Moses' story, I'm laughing because it's kind of funny, but it's like we all go through this. Moses was in the Bible. He like, Lord, I can't do this. I'm not good at this. Like, Lord, pick somebody else. And that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? When he told me that he wanted me to be like a teacher, I'm like, Lord, you want me? High school? Yo, listen, pick somebody else other than me. Surely you got something else lined up for me. And it was just like, nah, this is the perfect fit for you. And it was, you hear me? Like it was, I'm telling you, even to this day, one of the most fulfilling roles I've held thus far on the journey. But it was like when I started really like walking in that season, that's when I realized purpose finds you. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to chase it. But the question is, are you going to pay attention? And I say, are you going to pay attention? Because that's what it's going to take. Like I told y'all, I could have easily stayed at Waffle House and I would have been making 6 figures as a manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it wouldn't have been any work-life balance. I literally would have been at work all the time. Like, meanwhile, I transitioned where it's like, okay, cool. I'm an educator. Now, it's no secret. Educators not making 6 figures, although they should. They not making nowhere near 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? So not only was it a pay cut, but it was just like, listen, you have to allow God to lead and you follow. And so again, that was me trusting God because I'm like, yo, I'm looking at the bread situation like 6 figures, 50K. Oh, Lord. Okay, I got to trust you. Had to go do the teaching gig, right? And like I said, one of the best decisions I done made in my life. I'm just saying. So some of y'all are still wondering what your purpose is because you keep overlooking it. You're overlooking it because honestly, it's something that you're not really thinking that it's going to bring you any money, or you thinking like God not going to use that hobby or whatever it is. So you keep overlooking it, but you got that itch. You know what I'm saying? It's that thing that keep popping up, that you just keep trying to like, nah, I ain't do that. But it just seemed like no matter what you do, it keep creeping up on you. You know what I'm saying? Look into that. You hear me? Listen, example number 1, Mary. Y'all, did y'all see the movie Mary on Netflix? Listen, this is not a free promo for Netflix, but if Mary is still on there, watch the movie Mary. It's good, and you're going to understand what I'm saying. Mary was not out here searching for a divine assignment. An angel came to her. Yeah, Gabriel came to her. Like, Mary just living her life. She just doing what she doing. You know what I'm saying? The angel came to her. Key point, God doesn't wait for you to feel ready. He calls you where you are. Mary was not ready to be pregnant. Mary was sitting up here trying to figure out life. Do you hear what I'm saying? And even when her parents had to send her away, they wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. Like, but they knew the promise that they made to God, which was, hey, I'm going to give you a daughter, but you got to allow me to use her. You know what I'm saying? And so they had to hold up their end of the bargain because God held up his end of the bargain. Okay, yeah, I ain't going to say too much. Just leave it right there. Question for you. How many times has God sent signs, people, or opportunities your way, but you ignored them because they didn't come how you expected? Y'all, this is the story of my life. This is the story of my life. When I tell you, I would have missed out on so many opportunities to work with people, so many relationships, like, all because it wasn't packaged up the way I thought it was going to be packaged up. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you will miss out on your blessing because something is not packaged the way you thought you was going to get it. And I'm being real 1,000 with y'all. This was really hard for me to accept because some stuff I'm like, yo, I want it laid out like this. I want Shorty to be like this. I want the opportunity to be like that. And when I tell you, none of it has ever came like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I done had some moments where God has truly blown my mind. Like, Lord, I didn't even ask for all of that, but wow, I'll take it. You hear me? Like, I'll take it. But there has been other times where it's like, Lord, for real, I'm not even going to hold you. I had told God a few weeks ago, bro, I feel like you catfishing me. Listen, I got a real relationship with God. I don't care what nobody say. I come raw, I come real. Like, listen, I told God straight up, hey, bro, I feel like you catfishing me. And it was just like, again, things are not going to always come the way you want them. But that's how you going to know, like, okay, is this my will or is this God's will? Like, and then that's when you got to you got to step out the way. I know it's hard. I'm with you. Example number 2, Moses. Moses wasn't applying to be a leader, y'all. He was hiding in the wilderness when God appeared in the burning bush. And then y'all know Moses, bro, like, listen, choose somebody else. I stutter. I don't even talk well. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel that personally, because when I tell you, when God told me that he wanted me to be an author, bro, I immediately was like, oh no, you want me to speak? I barely speak English. Like, come on, bro, and it's just like, I started thinking about all the other authors. Like, I don't sound like them. And it's like, well, I didn't ask you to sound like them. I just asked you to do you. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all something. This is the book that God told me to write. And if you read it, you're going to hear my voice all in here. Like, this right here, this is proof right here that purpose finds you. You see what I'm saying? I didn't want to be no author. I wanted to be a big time movie producer. And this a Christian book. Like when you buy this at Barnes and Nobles, when you buy this on Amazon, when you Google this book, Finding Your Exit Door, the genre is Christian. I ain't never even thought about doing nothing like that. Come on, listen. Y'all playing, man. Y'all playing. Hold on, I gotta put my book up. Hold on. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Point right here. Your purpose often finds you in a season when you feel lost, unqualified, or unworthy. Y'all, every storm has a purpose, right? Every test, testimony. You know what I'm saying? I didn't write this book when I was in my highest. You see what I'm saying? I didn't start Elevation Talks when I was at my highest. I started Elevation Talks when I was on the verge of burnout at a job. You see what I'm saying? And then it took me to get laid off. And I created Rise and Thrive. I created my to-do list pad, write it down, make it plain. Like my mind map, like everything, like the stuff that you've been seeing from me for the last, I want to say like 2.5 years or so. It ain't me been in my highest season, man. Like I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to produce this stuff when I'm wealthy. And it's like, nah, this stuff got produced when I was in the valley. You hear me? Like, I'm like, Lord, I know you ain't forgot about me, what we doing. This taking too long. And it's like, it's only taking too long because you ain't started moving. You waiting on me to give you the blueprint, bro. I said, move your feet. You see what I'm saying? Some of us standing still and we waiting on God to respond. And it's like, nah, he not going to respond until you start moving. And that's when he going to start revealing certain things to you. You hear me? I'm just telling y'all because I know. You hear me? Like I had told y'all, people don't lack purpose. They overlook it. Some of us think purpose is like this big dramatic moment. And honestly, it's not. Like some of us think the trumpets are blowing and I don't know, like you sitting in riches and golds. Nah. Like purpose can just be random one day. Like you crying out or you just doing something, you know what I'm saying? Just something random. And I'm just thinking about my journey. Like I remember some of y'all might ask, yo, tell me about how you even got to the part where you applied to be a teacher. My homeboy sent me a job application. I wasn't gonna fill it out. And I was like, you know what? Bruh took the time. Hey, shout out to Brian. Yeah, Brian Johnson. I appreciate you, bro. Bruh sent me the job application, right? And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to fill it out because he took time to send it to me. Like, here he is scrolling for himself and he thought of me along the way. You know what I'm saying? And so it was just like, yeah, let me just fill this out. Now, I'm not expecting to get a phone call back or I'm not expecting anything because honestly, I didn't want to be a teacher. I'm just filling it out because somebody sent it to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yo, let me do my due diligence. Y'all, I filled out that job application and got the job. You feel me? Like, not even knowing that job application, it wasn't the application that changed my life. It was the filling out part that changed my life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was the part like, yo, I don't know what's finna happen, but I'm just finna do it. And here we are, years later, and this is it's even gotten me to this moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, y'all, it's been a journey. We ain't gonna go too much into it. That's another video. But listen, when you're thinking about purpose, for real, it's often some things we already naturally do, the doors God keeps opening, or the things that people always come to us for. So when it comes to me speaking, right, I was dropping gems way before I started recording it on the camera. Like I've been a gem dropper way before people was calling me Nate a gem dropper. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, I used to get in trouble because I just talk too much, or I'm in here just randomly talking. I'm in here randomly dreaming, and I'm delusional. Like I be sitting in the house performing in the kitchen, and I'm screaming like I got fans and stuff. Like, it was like I was seeing stuff before it was like actually in my face. You know what I'm saying? It takes my brother to tell this story, but he knows, like, when I was a kid, I used to tell him, like, yeah, I'm gonna be in the entertainment industry. Yeah, I'm gonna work with this person. I'm gonna work with that person. One time for my birthday, y'all, and I don't care. You could talk about me. One time for my birthday, I had called myself a few times, and I was pretending to be different celebrities, wishing myself a happy birthday. Like, that's how locked in I was. Like, oh, I'm gonna have relationships with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people gonna be calling me, wishing me happy birthday. Like, very much delusional, okay? I don't care what you're saying. That was young Nay. But that imagination and that delusion got me to a space where it's like, yo, now when I start working with these people, I'm not starstruck. I'm not this, I'm not that. Because in my mind, shoot, this what I've been supposed to been doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just finally here now. So it's nothing. Question for you. Let me ask you this. What are the patterns in your life that you keep ignoring? That might be where your purpose is waiting. All right, I'm going to give y'all 3 points real quick on how to stop running and start walking in purpose. Gem number 1, stop looking for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is never coming. Okay, I just wanted to put that out there. If Mary had waited to feel ready, she would have missed her assignment. Yeah. If Moses had focused on his past, he would have stayed stuck. Yeah, man, come on. Listen, action step right here. Pray and ask God, what's already in my hands? Ooh, what's already in my hands that you want to use? Gem number 2, move even when you don't have all the answers. Listen. Some of us want that thing mapped out. We don't want to move until we know for sure the plan is the plan. And it's like, nah, God don't operate like that. God the type of person, he not going to start giving it to you until he see you start moving. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. The more you start moving, he'll start revealing stuff to you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to pay attention. Which brings me to gem drop number 3. Pay attention to what keeps coming back to you. Listen, whatever that itch is, whatever that thing is. For me, it was speaking, dropping gems. I'm like, man, I'm always talking. I'm in my car talking. Ain't nobody in there but me. But I'm in there dropping gems. My family called me. Hey, now I need some advice. Dropping gems. And it's like, dang. That's what made me do a TikTok video one day. Just sitting at my mom's crib. Ain't nobody in there but me. I'm in there eating potato chips and dropping gems. And now fast forward, here we are. Pay attention, y'all. The things that come to you naturally, the things that people always ask you for, it's not random. That is a clue. You see what I'm saying? So what I want you to do this week, I want you to stop saying you don't know what your purpose is. And instead, I want you to start paying attention to where God is already leading you. You see what I'm saying? Pay attention. And I want you to write it down. Write down whatever clues, whatever that itch is, whatever that thing that keep coming back to you that people keep asking you for and all of that. Write it down and ask God, Lord, what's already in my hands? What do you want me to use? He gonna reveal it to you. You hear me? All right, y'all. If purpose has been knocking this whole time, but you've been too busy to answer the door, let's stop chasing and start walking. You feel me? In the meantime, if this hit home, drop a comment, share it, and let me know how God has been showing you purpose in ways you might have missed before. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, follow me on IG, Nay the Gem Dropper. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share the content. And until then, yeah, we wrapped it up. Let's go.